Are you learning cello through essential elements? Then this is the video for you. Today I will be covering number 61, which is Russian folk tune. Hi, my name is Liz from Cellomoji.com, and I give you tips and tools so that you can learn to play the cello. So in number 61, we are continuing our journey through practicing extensions, especially with extension 2 and 4. So when you are doing this, be sure to make sure your hand is really lined up and you're really trying to do those extensions. If you're not feeling a little bit of a stretch in your fingertips, then you're not really practicing the extension. You really want to feel that so that your hand gets comfortable with doing extensions and then being able to come back to non-extension position. In a previous video, I had covered what all of the extension 4 notes are, so let's go ahead and review them again. Alright, so let's talk about extension 4 notes. If I am doing the extension 4, remember I'm going to move my thumb to be a little bit further underneath here, right? I'm not going to leave it below because technically if we're talking about keeping our second finger and our thumb connected, if my second finger is moving up, I want to move my thumb up as well. So where my second finger is going to go is normally where my third finger is going to be. So if I'm on the A string here, normally third finger on the A string in first position is C sharp. So now we're going to replace that with stretch 2. So my 2 is playing a C sharp, and then when I stretch out my 4 is now playing a D sharp. And my ring finger would technically be playing a D. So if I show you once without any extensions, it's B, C sharp, and then D. Now with extension, it'll be B, stretch 2, C sharp, stretch 4, D sharp. Again, no stretch, C sharp, D natural. And now with the stretch, B, stretch 2, C sharp, stretch 4, D sharp. Now, if we move over one string to the D string, we have E, so non-stretch first is E, F sharp with 3, and then G with 4. Now with extension, instead of F sharp with a 3, I'm actually going to play it with stretch 2. And notice I'm really trying to move my thumb underneath here so my pinky makes it easier. So now with stretch, it's E, stretch 2, F sharp, stretch 4, G sharp. I'll show it again. E, no stretch, F sharp, fourth finger on a G. And now I'm going to do E, stretch 2, so F sharp, and then I stretch 4, G sharp. Now moving over to the G string. G string with no stretches. A with a first finger, 3 fingers down, that's a B natural, fourth finger down, that's your C. Now if I'm going to stretch, I'm going to do A and stretch 2, B natural. So my 2 now is playing a B natural. So A, stretch 2, B natural, stretch 4, now I'm playing a C sharp. Alright, I'll show you no stretch, A, B, and C natural. A, 3 down, B natural, 4 down, C. Now with the stretch is A, stretch 2, that's B natural, stretch 4, that's C sharp. Finally on the C string, with no stretch, I'm playing D, third finger's playing E, and then fourth finger's playing an F natural. D, E, and then F. F natural, okay? Now, when I'm doing a stretch, my E is now going to be playing with a stretch 2, and then I'm going to stretch 4 for an F sharp. So D, stretch 2, E natural, stretch 4, F sharp. So let's do it again. So D, E, and F natural. That's non-stretch. Now I'm going to stretch. D, stretch 2, E natural, stretch 4, F sharp. So in this song, we are covering the extension 4 on the low C string. So that would be an F sharp. If you need more practice with practicing this extension 4 on the C string, some of the previous numbers here on this page will actually help practice that as well. C string is always a little bit more challenging because it's a thicker string and our pinky really has to work to get it down. Remember, when you're on the C string, you don't want your arm to come down like this, but you actually want to elevate it just a tiny bit more so that you get more leverage on the string to get the string down with your finger. Now, when I mean a little bit more, I'm not saying that you should break your wrist like this at all. Just a little bit more elevated and not coming in more like this. So now that we are really truly getting into extensions, we can also now play the lower octave of the D major scale. So this is actually covered in number 60. Those are the notes of the lower octave of the D major scale. So let's go ahead and cover the D major scale, but now we're going to play the 2 octaves. So the lower octave, we're going to work on our extensions, and then the upper octave, we have to bring our fingers back so that they are not extended. Since 61 is on the lower strings here, it's really important that your bow is making good contact. I know that we're spending a lot of time talking about our left hand contact and how we use it, but if our bow isn't doing its job, then it's never going to sound really beautiful. And always remember, ultimately, you want to make the most beautiful sound you can out of your cello. So double check that you have really good contact point with your bow on the string and that you're using appropriate amount of weight in the string. And so that way, when the two are working great together, you're going to produce a really fantastic sound. There are some slurs in 61 to pay attention to as well, but honestly, when you are first starting this out, if you are just doing the extension 4s and really double checking those are in tune, that's great. You can always add in the slurs a little bit later. So in line 1 of this one, it actually lists, hey, here's the extension 2, and it shows you that number. In line 2, those extensions are still there, but they're trying to get you used to just remembering that there's extensions and not them marking it in every time. So when you get to line 2, I would really suggest you stay in that extension form while you're playing the rest of the notes. Okay, so I'll play through first once by myself, and then I will play through with the accompaniment provided by Essential Elements Interactive. Here we go. So there was number 61, Russian folk tune. If there are any questions I haven't answered in this video, be sure to leave them in the comments below. And as always, if you need more help or review in doing extensions, check out my previous videos or check out the previous numbers in this book, because all of these songs are really going to help you get comfortable with doing extension 4s. If you are liking these Essential Elements tutorials, be sure to give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button and the bell next to it so you won't miss out on any other Cellomoji videos. Check out the videos on your screen right now for some other Essential Elements tutorials, as well as some other videos that could be fun to watch along your cello journey. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!